Hi Flosstube, we're finally back. Well, February's February.
Yeah.
And we just didn't feel like we did enough to film, and you know, it's February's a funny month. It's like you're only missing 3 days?
Yeah.
But it feels like you miss weeks. But we're back for the February and March recap, and then a preview of April. So thank you for coming back and joining us. And thank you for all the very, very kind comments that we got in our
thank you.
little absence. But we're back. And
we have some sad news to say that our Snickers, the one that was sitting here by us on the first episode.
And the star of the show. He was the star of the show that episode.
Yep, and we lost him Tuesday. He was sick and had water on his lungs, and his heart was only working half the beat, and I took him to the vet, and she looked at him a little bit, and that was it. He passed away.
He was such a gentle cat, and I think you could see that in the video. But he loved everybody and had to be with everything, and he just passed away while the vet was talking to her. But that was Nick.
Yep, so now he's up in heaven cuddling with my husband, Jim. So they're both happy now.
Yep. And surprising, the little diva is taking it well. We'll talk a little bit more about the diva in a bit, but she's the sister to Snickers, and her real name is Carmel. And there's a very, very neat story of why she's called Carmel.
Yeah.
They adopted them from the Humane Society, and they were 7 cats, 6 boys, and 1 girl. And all of the boys, they ended up putting all of the boys' names as candy bars that all have caramel in them, because Carmel was the only girl, and they said that they would always carry a piece of caramel in their hearts. So that's why we never changed their name from Carmel and Snickers. There was also Payday and Milky Way, and I think there was a
Twix.
whatchamacallit. But we ended up with Snickers and Carmel. Mainly Snickers chose us.
Because he put his paw on this side and this side and licked my nose. And I said, that's it, you're coming home with me. We got him in 2005, so we've had him for quite a while.
And on that depressing note that everybody's probably now sniveling and crying at home, geocaching season has started. I'm not a very good, what they call bushwhacker, which means going in the woods and fighting with sticks and ticks and brush. I'm not very good at it, but so I love this time of year because there's nothing on the trees and it's easy to find. So I've been going geocaching a lot. Last Sunday I ended up going on a 8-mile bike ride. It was kind of funny because I felt like I went a long time because I have a little odometer on my bike to show me how far I go, because most of the geocaches on bike trails are 1/10 of a mile away from each other, because that's the rules in geocaching, is that they have to be 1/10 of a mile away. So I'm pedaling on my bike trying to get to the next cache. It's like, it should be just 1/10 of a mile. It should just be 1/10 of a mile. And the odometer all of a sudden keeps climbing and climbing and climbing, and I get to my chosen destination geocache to make my way back. And I was like, oh my god, I've gone 9 miles. So then I come all the way back and make it 18 miles. I'm like, oh my god, I went 18 miles my first time. It was in kilometers.
Yeah.
It's amazing what your mind does, though, for tricks, because it ends up only being like 4 miles, but in my mind I'm like, I'm so tired, just because of the bigger number. Okay, anything else exciting?
No.
You're fully vaccinated.
Yeah, I got my second shot yesterday. So.
Anywhere exciting that you're going to go in 2 weeks?
No.
We're all sad and depressed. We can't go anywhere. And then you're finally vaccinated to go somewhere. You're going to go anywhere? No.
I don't know where I'd go.
Okay, well, might as well just get going with what we're here for, is stitching. So I guess we'll start with a little February recap. So as we all know, the February numbers were 4 and 20, And my number 4 is the main reason why I haven't gotten anything done. Because instead of my goal for when I made the board of just finish the bottom, I made the goal of finishing it. So I have been very, very busy, and again, if I probably would have just stick to stitching every day, I probably would have had it done by now. But that was Spring by Country Cottage Needleworks. Yep, Country Cottage. And I'm still not done, but I am just about done. I just have the pillars to go, just a little bit here on this side and then on this side. And as you can tell, I still haven't washed the coffee yet. Oh well, it's going to be finished on a board anyway. I did make some changes a little bit. I changed the colors of the little banner here. I don't know why, I just thought there was too much blue on the banner, so I put one as white. I ended up not putting the pink flowers in the tree because I kind of thought they looked like apples. And then I didn't put the butterflies. I had the butterflies in, but they looked like flying ants to me, so I took them out. And you can actually still see a little bit here, so I'll have to fluff it up with a needle, but I am almost done. So hopefully get motivated, and hopefully my cat won't sit on me so much tonight that I can actually finish this thing. So what was your number 4?
My number 4 was the
Paula Vaughn's Garden.
Oh, Paula Vaughn's Garden. I'm showing the wrong one. And this was started by Kim.
It's a pretty fence with a... What are those, irises?
Yeah.
The actual title of the chart is Cherished Dreams.
And this is how much I've gotten done. I've worked on quite a bit here, and then quite a bit of the leaves here. I was getting hard time seeing the white, so I thought I'd go down and try the colored ones, and it worked out pretty good. It's the first time I've really stitched on even weave 24 count.
28.
Or 28.
Very nice.
2 over 2 over 2. But I'm getting the hang of it.
So to keep with consistency, I can show you, but the number 20 for me was Fall Fields. I did show it in our last video. There's no point of showing the before picture because here it is now. The same thing as it was last time we had a video. Darn spring. I want to get it done.
And my other February one was the bear bowl.
Very 90s. You had a very 90 month in February.
Yeah.
From Debbie Monleven.
And I got his leg and arm filled in. That's about all I did.
Did you
Yep.
stitch part of the darker in the head? Or was that there
Nope,
already?
that was there already. I just did some other things and kind of forgot about that.
Well, you had a very 90s
90s
February.
theme.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very 90s February. Maybe you're not in love with those whips anymore.
right.
So, on to March. The first numbers for March were 10 and 24. 10 for me was actually a finish. Don't get too excited, it's very, very small. But it was a finish. One whip gone is a whip gone. And that is the Summer Sampler by Eventide Designs. That's part of the fabric. But these little things are so fun to do. They're a type of chart that you can either make into a little flat or to make into a needle roll. And I've been making them into a frame. So there is the summer solstice all finished up. So the only one I have left will be, I ended up forgetting the chart at home, so I can at least show you the chart of the last one I had to do, which is autumn. But these are very fun to do and they don't take very long. And amazingly, is if you see this, well this frame is kind of rustic, but at Goodwill one day I ended up finding this frame here and it was perfect. So just to show you, here's winter all stitched up, so then I'm just gonna change them out each season. So there's winter all finished and done. Spring all finished and done. With a cat hair on it. And then soon summer will join into the frame. It's not laced, but it's done.
Very nice.
And this has become my new unicorn chart because she also did with the 4 seasons. He or she, I guess, could have been a gentleman designer too. Mary. So I guess it was a lady.
Yeah.
She did the 50 states also in this type of size and this type of design. So I think it would be neat to especially get Wisconsin, because we got Wisconsin Pride. And it'd be kind of fun to do the states that we've been to.
Yeah.
They have like instead of like the winter, that they have like the state, and then they'll have like the state bird and the state flower and different things within each banner. But they're very fun to stitch up, and they take pretty much about 2 days.
I bet that would be fun. Okay. My one was ornaments. And I can't remember where I was, but I've gotten...
Oh, why don't you show the pattern? It's a Bucilla kit. And this was from the Salvation Army craft sale for 50 cents.
This is how many ornaments I've gotten done so far. When I picked it up and brought it home, she had the teddy bear started, and I've done all the rest. It's kind of fun when I want just something little to do. I'll just pick this up and work on that.
So you're meaning like something like late night Friday nights?
Yes, late night Friday nights. It's
And tonight?
easy to work on that.
We got the notification on Facebook that they're going to be on tonight. So if you see our video, if we get it up in time,
Yeah.
at 5:30 they'll be on.
And You're gonna show your other one, or?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Even though I haven't worked on it, I can still show it. There's always tonight and tomorrow, or until
Yeah.
the end of this week.
Yeah.
And there's the whole rest of the time throughout the year, because there's supposed to be no end date. And that would be we are calling the Animals in the Star. Again, we don't have a picture because this is a very unique whip between the two of us, because she started it ages ago, and as a little tween and little kid stitcher, I helped fill in different things. But here's where it is now.
Okay.
I guess I will take it off. I was just going to keep the Q-snap on. Here's where it is now. So just this side is all finished, and then just got to finish this side. Got some bunnies and some different more trees up here. But I do have a lot of memories that, like, I filled in the deer. So like she would do the outline bits, and then, you know, let me fill in all of this stuff. And what I think I'm going to do for changing it up a bit is the star. Hopefully I can I will edit a picture with it. With the star, I think I'm going to take some of the new DMC Etoile and stitch it with the sparkle in it, or else put some blending filament on it.
Oh, that'd be pretty.
And then our overall nerdy goal plans is, since we both worked on this, is we're going to leave 2 stitches for the last, and I will do the last stitch, 1 stitch, and she'll do the other. Isn't that cheesy?
Oh.
But we both worked on it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny too, because on especially the deer side, our X's changed. So our bottom leg changed from one side to the other. Interesting.
Yeah. And my other one was Baby Robin. And that's that's the pattern, and so far that's how much I've gotten done. Gotten more than I thought I would. But it's going kind of fast, so it's fun working on it.
What is it, a leaf, or is it
No,
part
that's
of
part of the nest, right there.
I guess we could show them instead of pointing it out.
I'm doing the nest right in here.
Also, then this part is the baby.
Yep.
So here's the nest, and then there's the baby. And then I should take that needle minder.
Oh, I got Bambi, and then I got Thumper, and I got Flower.
Oh, look at you. So those are all the things that I've been working on for these past 2 months. Mainly this thing. But in the next video it will be a finish.
Yeah. Well,
But you have been busy.
yeah, I had taken some stuff to work, and I finished them. I don't like this material, but
A finish is a finish.
yeah, I did the Oreo from Buttons and Birdies, the owl, or
The owl.
the,
Victoria Sampler Collection.
yeah. I did the Oreo, and then I'll be doing the
Barn Swallow.
Barn Swallow in a little later. But I'm not quite happy with it. I think the beak looks like it's open too far. And then I did...
You actually finished one of your whip goals
Yeah, before I even...
And then the funny thing is, it was called for this month, so. But it is Needle Nana from Lily Kate.
And there it is. I just have to put her glasses in the basket on her. And then I'm gonna fill it so she'll be like standing on the floor.
Oh, standing like this.
Yeah, like that. And then I was working on something else and I got that done. It's my diamond dots. I don't know if you can see how sparkly it is.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
But
Especially with all the light that's in here today.
But that's what I did, and I had a little helper. We'll show you her later. Every time I go in to work on it, she had to lay on part of it.
And that picture you took of her that you posted on Instagram, man, that's how she got the name. She gets the nickname Diva because she's like a teenager and she is definitely giving you the side eye of,
Yep.
Don't work on this. She almost looks possessed, but it's definite teen side eye. And then here's another picture of why she is also the diva, because she loves necklaces and dressing up, and honestly she wishes she has her ears pierced because she picks out earrings and
Yep. Pick out some earrings, and if she's up by me and if she looks at them, and if she don't like them, she'll bat them out of my hand. Otherwise, she'll look at them and rub up against them and say, okay, you can wear those.
we joke that she's a reincarnated teenager. Oh, and she talks on the phone. She'll talk to me and only me on the phone. Especially when I lived up in Milwaukee, we knew we had to schedule out time when she would call, that the first 5 minutes were Carmel talking to me, because she would just on the phone and go, hi Carmel. Weird.
Yeah, she's a different cat. Okay.
So into April. We'll get to our plans behind us in a bit. But the irony of irony is you just finished your Lizzie Kate Bunny this week.
Yeah.
And that was number 21 that was called.
Should I show you?
Well, you can show it in a
okay.
bit.
Mm-hmm.
And for my 2, which is, so the other number was 3, of course, both of them are in the same project bag. So I guess that's I just thought that was kind of funny. The first one, I think, no pressure on myself though, will probably be a finish, is Spring Has Sprung by Joan Elliott. It's a little card size. And my starting spot from that is the bunny all done. And this chart was to use the new, it is from an issue of Cross Stitching Crazy, or what was that old magazine?
Yeah.
Cross Stitch Crazy. I don't have the date on it. But it was to use some of the new blended filament or blended DMC stuff. I'm trying to find it. Oh well. It was supposed to use so like you can see like in I Love You, it's like purple and blue. And anyway, I ended up getting this fabric and this floss in a ATC swap when I was still in it. I think we all got burnt out because I don't think any of the 2 groups that were going are still there, but I'm gonna use these as well. Guess I can take them out of the bag. Got the crinkle. So the fabric is Summer Sky by Crafty Kittens. And the words, I plan on using this, which is Twilight. And the grass, and hopefully it will make sense because there's some purple in it, but is the aurora. But it should look good.
Yeah.
So what is your number 3?
My number 3 is Paul Vaughn. No. Oops, sorry. The cat. This
Cat
is
tart.
cat tart.
Spooky cat.
And I think I should be able to finish it. That's as far as what I've done so far.
That would be some good Live on Patrol stitching.
Yeah, it will be.
Because
all I gotta do is the black.
Well, I got the eyes and the nose.
Oh, yeah. And the spider web.
So onto the number 21. Mine is the Santa and Deer pattern. This is from the January 2019 issue of Cross Stitcher magazine, and it is by Maria Diaz. And my goal is to get 3 deer done. And right now I have Santa and Blitzen done. But it should be fun. And of course stitching is fun, so. So what did you pick since you finished your 21? Are you gonna?
So I picked Patty O'Hara. I gotta get everything to kit him up, get it kitted up now. That's what I'll be working on.
Oh, another bunny. Just not the bunny that you had picked.
Yep. So these go fast. So maybe I'll have another finish, but I doubt it.
Don't pressure yourself. You see what happened to me. Oh, we forgot to show some of the other stuff that you've been working on.
Oh, I've been making project bags.
I guess we're segueing back to our finishes.
Here's one that I made.
Do you remember the tutorial that you used, or
What's that?
do you remember who you used that tutorial?
No, I don't.
I think that one was a Vana one, the envelope one, right?
I think so.
So gardening and bees.
Gardening and bees, of course, because it's getting time to start gardening, so that's why I did that one. And then I made this one.
We ended up using it's the Helen D tutorial, but we ended up using it without the zipper, and
Put snaps in there.
So we just left it open on top, or she left it open.
And then I did this one up, and I made a mistake. You can see this side is good. This side, or one side, is upside down.
Oh well.
But for my first one, I thought that was pretty good, and I just... Then my other one, I figured it out, and I did it right. Yes, I love coffee. So whenever I see coffee material, I pick that up now. And then that's what the inside looks like. It's a bunch of coffee pots.
And you've been making needle minders.
Yeah.
And then I ended up using my Cricut, and we made our shirts, which is live on patrol themed.
How's it going?
You're right.
That's what they say all the time.
So on to why we have these paper bags behind us. Nope, you're out of the screen.
Oh, sorry.
So since I do enjoy Stitch Mania about stitching, starting new things. And she's all for joining in for different things. But with us also doing WIPGO, especially me, I didn't really want to start something every other day like I had been doing the past couple of years. And I really enjoyed watching Cheryl McKinney's, the Tranquil Stitches, that's her channel, her preview of March Mayhem with the idea of packaging, putting a whole bunch of charts together, have somebody else pick them, and then make a pick, and then package it up. So that's what ended up what we're doing. And we're going to work on our WIPGO pieces during the week, and then make our start on the weekend. And we thought it would be fun, and hopefully you guys won't get bored with us, but we thought it'd be fun to film each weekend with our opening of the bag, and then that way we would have the month to kit it up, and then start it on the month or the weekend in May. So there are 5 weekends in May, so there'll be 5 new starts for us.
I thought we were going to start it in April.
No, we're starting in May.
Oh.
That's why it's Stitch Mania.
Okay.
But we're starting opening them in April.
Oh, okay.
And since there's only 4 weekends in April, we actually are going to start on this video. So we're real classy and we use paper bags.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can reach one. So this is also a neat thing to show you what our stash looks like, and to talk a little bit about fun projects. So like Cheryl, we've got our envelope. Should we do a bag and then the other one do the bag, or should we show the 5, alternate the 5 charts?
No.
Okay.
Show your 5 and then see which one I picked.
This one is a kitted project bag apparently.
Hope I didn't staple it to the.
So the first one is a fully kit of Luna from Nora Corbett. And we got this from Kim. She had it all packaged up with everything, including the beads and the fabric and the DMC. This one I ended up getting at a retreat as an unopened kit, and it's still unopened, but it is Elsa Williams' The Ever-Changing Seasons. I thought it was, I enjoy 4-season stitching and seasonal stitching, so I flip-flop back and forth of doing each one individually and then putting them out each individually, but then again, when I pulled
I like it like that.
Yeah, when I pulled it this time, I liked it as the big one. This one is actually a new purchase. I don't know if we showed it on a video, but those darn Russians with their beautiful photos on Instagram. She had this, Russian or Ukrainian, sorry. She had this posted with beautiful images of, Christmas stuff. And of course, with it being in a different language, you try to read it and you can't figure it out. So I searched for almost a whole day of trying to figure out, who the designer was, and, looking at different Etsy sellers of Ukrainian stitchers. And here are its dimensions. I should have realized because they do stitch a lot of dimensions, but it is a Christmas ornament kit with all of the different birds. And I ended up finding it for sale and full kit. They just took it out of the packaging. Next one is Haunting We Will Go. I ended up getting this at the Salvation Army sale this last year for 50 cents. But it is a village. You can see the backside better. It is a village of haunted houses. And then this side shows that you stitch it a lot with the glow-in-the-dark floss. And then we've got a crow. Threadwork Primitives Beggar's Valentine. I do have Beggar's 4th finished. Here's Beggar's Valentine. So, which one do I think you picked for me? This is going to be hard.
Yeah, it is.
Well, since I heard you complaining, because we did do, we're odd. Since I did hear you complaining that I picked the witch, it's either that you want me to do the witch or you are wanting to do the witch and you don't want me to do it. I think you picked the ornaments because there's a cardinal on it. So you can see. Dimensions Gold Collection Winged.
I thought you wanted to do that for the fair.
Well, anything. So this will go back to be fought over.
Yeah. Okay.
Quickly open it. Sorry for the rustling.
We didn't know how else to do it, so neither one of us would peek. Here's my envelope. Oh, winter's chillin'.
From Shepherd's Bush.
From Kate and
Lizzie Kate.
Lizzie Kate, it's a snow woman.
Sally Snow.
And then I started this long time ago.
Well, you did start it. I didn't realize it was started.
Yep.
The Christmas in the Adirondacks.
And then this Christmas one. That's pretty, I like that. Oh boy, this is going to be hard to figure out which one you... And then the cardinals.
This is from a issue of Cross Stitch Gold.
So now I'm supposed to guess on which one you picked?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Well, I have no idea. I kind of think you might have picked this one. Because you know how I like to do them.
Mm-hmm.
So we shall see. Oh, the Roslyn kit.
Riola's kit.
Riola's kit, this one.
Figured
That'll be fun.
Figured there's a lot of big chunk of blue and
Yeah. Cool.
it's that is our first week of mania all picked out. So we'll start those May 1st. So it's not a very long video, even though we had to recap of 2 months worth of stuff. But
Yeah.
that's us.
Yep.
Oh, we did have a question. Hang on a second. We will pause and come back with the answer to the question. Okay, we're back. We first had to research what the question was, and then we had to research the answer. And part of the answer is, for right now, it will be to continued, so hopefully it'll be down here. But it has a story. But we believe it's a dimensions kit, but this was a question of what this one came from, because it was, you worked on this in January, I think.
Yep.
But the reason why it is, we don't know, is this survived a retreat fire. So a lot of the paperwork, I'll show the backside. Luckily, way before, she had taken it and
Laminated it.
taken contact paper and laminated it, so it protected the ones that were laminated. This is the other side of the chart that's laminated. But the stuff that, like this, came through good. We were able to save the picture a little bit, but a lot of the rest were water damaged and fire damaged.
Like this.
Oh, you can really see it on. Well, that just looks like bent cardboard, but well, yeah, you can see like right here, some of the. That's actually some of the good fire damage that we've had, and it's been kind of neat. Since this was at a retreat, it's been kind of neat to see and talk with the other stitchers about what they have done and gone through, and a lot of them have actually finished their projects that they have been working on. And I showed one in the very first video of the bell pull that I finished. I think I showed it.
Yeah.
And at least I hope I showed it.
I think so. Well, if not, we can show it.
But to see how they finished it, and like one was doing the that band sampler, but she was doing it in rainbow colors, and all of the colors ended up bleeding.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But it was so beautiful done, because with the bleeding colors in it, it was just really neat. So we all have very unique stories to tell from that retreat, and so we believe it's dimensions.
Yeah,
and
I think, pretty sure it is.
It's another. It has a story pattern. Okay, so now I think we're done.
Yep.
So this time you won't have long to wait, because we'll be back next weekend to open up another bag and to show off some of our stash. So until next weekend, I'm Jessica.
I'm Chris.
Bye.
Bye.